Good evening. This is the fourth episode. Is the fourth one? The fourth LocTalk video, and I'll be addressing 4 questions. The first question is from Robin Natural One. Hi, Robin. Are you having any issues with Lint? Your hair is beautiful. Happy New Year. Blessings. Happy New Year to you too. Miracles and blessings. And to answer your question, no, I'm not having any issues with Lint currently, but have had issues with Lint. And what I have done to combat that is using a tweezer. Oftentimes Lint gets really trapped in there, and I've used a tweezer to get it out. Also, this is pretty important. Before you wash your hair, if you can, try to have somebody check and see if you have Lint somewhere in your hair, because once you wash your hair, you're helping that Lint to lock in your locks. So try to get all your Lint out if you have any. Try to get it all out before you wash your hair, and that might help out a lot. Also, what I do is I dye my hair pretty frequently, and if there is any Lint in my hair, you wouldn't be able to tell because it's the same color as the rest of my hair. So, I mean, a lot of people aren't down with dyeing their hair, and that's cool, but so then you could try the 2 things that I mentioned with making sure you don't wash your hair with Lint in it and using tweezers to get it out. But if you're down with the dyeing thing, then I suggest you do that, because that really works, I think. Thanks for your question, Robin. Next question comes from Ash02110989. That's a lot of numbers. Hey Ash, and she asks, have you had to combine locks? Have you combed out one of your locks? And what happened to your cowrie shells you had on the bottom 2 locks? Oh, well, my cowrie shells, I remember one flew out of my hair when I had my hair like in a bun or a ponytail, and I like snatched out the ponytail holder, and I guess the cowrie shell got caught in the ponytail holder and it flew out. Another one, I just removed it because like the thread was beginning to wear away, and I noticed that that my cowrie shell could have popped off easily, because like there's like a sharp edge on my cowrie shell, so it was kind of like abrasive on the thread, so it was making it weak, and I noticed that, so I took it out before it could fall out. But yeah, I have a bunch of cowrie shells, so I'll put some more in eventually. And I've never combed out any of my locks. I've never had the need to, but I have combined my locks. Only these 2. Well, it used to be 2. As you can see, it's like split right here. But I combined it pretty early on in my journey. As you can tell, it's all the way at the bottom. Yeah. Thanks for your question, Ash. And the last question for this video comes from Ayana Hawk. And she says, hi, what is the best stuff to twist your hair with for month-old locks? Okay, month-old locks, regardless of how far in your journey you are, you have to experiment and figure out which gel works best for you. Because what works for me might not work for you. What works for the people whose hair I do doesn't always work for me. Like, you have to really just guess and check, experiment. But if you really want me to recommend something, I recommend Eco Styler Gel with olive oil. Besides that, I suggest you use, other than that, if you don't want to use that one, it's kind of clear, it has a green tint to it, you can use that. But if you don't want to use a clear gel, you might want to use a black gel. Pink, Pink, I know you, everybody knows Pink, the brand, Pink Oil Moisturizer. Like, they have a good gel. It's black, it's like this, comes in a jar like this big. If you don't want to use a black gel, you can use this whitish, creamy consistency gel. It's called Organics Lock and Twist Gel, and I used to use that a lot, and it was really great. So, just 3 gels you can choose from: clear, black and white, whichever one you want to try out. Okay, that's my last question for this video. Stay tuned for the next video. If your question wasn't answered, it might be answered in the next one. Have a good night and Happy New Year.